부서에서는 베이거나 찢어진 상처들을 일종의 훈장처럼 여기는 것 같습니다. 참 덧없는 소리입니다. 이 부서에선 살아남은 것 자체가 훈장일 텐데.
Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekmek, this is Limbus Company. Walpurgis night is still here, we've got about 10 days, 18 hours to go. And I have actually completed all of the missions. Yeah, I've defeated all of the Dawn of Green entities in a single encounter. So I can get the lunacy if I want. I figured that I might show how my... hang on, not the bleed team. I might show how this group works. Granted, this is a group that has a lot of effort put into it, a lot of upties and leveling tickets thrown in. So yeah, our team captain is the event triple star identity, Lobcore Magic Bullet. Out of everything she has, I've uptied Ebony Stem to get 7 attack weight instead of 5. For 2, we have the Lobcore Forced Ego. While she isn't getting the support from Mola Utis, she's still quite decent here because all of her attacks are blunt and all the enemies are weak to blunt. But even better, her better skills are Pride and Wrath, which the enemies are also weak to. Fluid Sac is here, but it won't be that important in the grand scheme of things. Third place, we have Effloresced Ego Spicebush Yi Sang. Or Spicebush Yi Sang. The only important thing here is that he has Sunshower at IV. He does fall behind slightly in later rounds when Sprouting Bud starts getting a bit common, but that's simply when he starts spamming Sunshower to flatten everything. It's very nice to get to use his AoE though, and weirdly low-flying plane there. Anyway, Blood-Steeped Scent. If he does manage to get this off while he has that 10 tremor count, then it is going to delete one of the enemies guaranteed. Fourth place, we have Ishmael. Liu Ishmael to be precise, because that gives her access to a lot of blunt skills. But we have quite a few interesting things here. Snag Harpoon isn't important. What is important is Blind Obsession at tier 4, because that gives her a 7 weight attack. If she's lucky enough to move first, which isn't often, this lets her basically amp up the whole party to do a lot of damage. And the attack itself does a lot of damage, so nice for sweeping. We also uptied her Ardor Blossom Star. Before, it's a 1 attack weight. Now it's 3 attack weight. And given that on a heads coin that's 22 power, it's very capable of deleting enemies, or at least leaving them at low health so they can be cleaned up by everything else. Capote doesn't have AoE, so I didn't need to uptie that. And finally, we have W Core Ryoshu. Her skills are her leap skill is pretty nice, but it's not guaranteed to happen. Whatever EC stands for, it's not particularly going to help, but it's better than nothing. This attack is very likely to delete enemies, and given how fast this goes, it doesn't matter so much if she can't get the full 15 coin, the whole 15 charge, but if she can, then it means she gets to keep a lot of her charge. Most importantly though is 4th match Flame. Although Blind Obsession was very tempting, and not just because it gives her a lot of charge and poise. But this one also rolls really high, so it's like Ardor Blossom Star. And it's hitting 3 people, and it's Wrath, so it's hitting in weaknesses. If I did have enough resources left, then I probably would have gone for thread spinning this, but I just don't, so yeah. Normal mode. This is a little bit of a luck-based mission
도움이 될 수 있을 거야.
because it's also controlled by how lucky you get with Utis's skills early on. Thankfully, these guys also start out really low level, so it's easy to flatten them when you don't have your momentum yet.
비워보지.
개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여 나갔어. 제로하는 게 좋지 않아?
다시 못
이
살게
기세로
되는 게
계속
없으니.
나아가.
And the more kills that Utis gets, the more ego resources you get for everything else.
고통이 있어.
와, 성공했어. 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
One downside is that because Utis has her skill 2 and skill 3 of the same type, it can be a bit tricky to tell at a glance which we're using.
완벽한 한 발을 위해.
Also, the very low levels means that we also have great clash power versus them.
안심해라.
와, 방금 너무 근사한 일격이었는데? 관리자님에게
개체가 약화되는
우수한 평가를 받을 수 있겠어. 우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면
Alright, we have to use a bullet here.
모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
In this case, because I want to actually make the attack stick, I'm actually swapping over to representation meter.
순식간에 끝내줘.
격발. 안심해라.
Oh wow, there's not much left after that magic bullet.
좋을 텐데.
Now, the downside to all this is that Forced and Yi Sang will lose tremor count when we use their AoE skills, even if they don't actually get to use the attack, so
아직 부족해. 와, 성공했어.
you have to be a bit
개체가 더
cautious.
이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
Okay, you are a boss. I want to delete you. A little bit of a waste of blind obsession, but I want to make sure that we don't leave anyone alive, because missing even one means you don't get the full clear. Granted, there's no real rewards from that aside from the missions, but we're just showing off how this team works.
격발. 안심해라. 고통이 있어.
Wait, what?
종원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다. 탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다.
I'm confused about how all these redirects are supposed to work.
개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
Blind obsession again.
순식간에 끝내줘.
동안 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
Oh, bad timing. Right, so as I was saying, ego spam is important. I probably should have swapped over to everyone using... probably should have thrown in Ebony Stem and Sunshower and the rifle shots, but I really got cocky and didn't do it.
관리자님이 명하는 것이라면
You get the idea, though.
어디든 무엇이든 누구든 관통해냅니다. 설령 사랑하는 사람일지라도.
It does boil it down a lot to luck-based mission because you need to get a lot of heads coins in there. Now here's the thing about hard mode. They don't automatically level you up for this, so I had to catch up quite a few characters.
순수했던 나날로
And the thing about hard mode is that it takes double the number of turns.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지? 잠시만, 볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서.
순식간에 끝내줘.
개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여 나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로 계속 나아가 보자.
고통은 없어. 안심해라.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데. 와, 성공했어. 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
Okay, that's a little bit of a problem.
순식간에 끝내줘. 안심해라. 고통은 없어. 격발. 안심해라.
와, 방금 너무 근사한
탈출 개체가
이격이었는데?
정리되었습니다.
관리자님에게 우수한 평가를 받을 수 있겠어. 우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 해.
Okay, I want to keep up some momentum, so we're actually throwing out Sunshower here. If I had the resources, uptying it would be nice. The main point is that I want gain poise after a clash. Getting poise on a single coiner like Magic Bullet Utus with her magic bullet attacks, that's very nice. Yeah, let's just keep it safe. Yi Sang really wants to move, but he doesn't get the chance.
탈출 개체 확인. 쓸데없는 관심 필요 없다. 개체가 약화되는 것 같습니다.
흐드러졌구려.
Shoot! We missed one!
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼.
And because he survived, we missed a round, but
하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
if an ally is defeated in combat, gain bind, attack power up, and damage up. Well, unfortunately he's staggered, so he's not going to get the chance to do anything, but...
키워보지. 이 스며들 듯하는 비, 우산이 새진 않나 모르겠소.
방금 했던 공격은 매우 효과적이었어.
다시 못살게
하지만 아직
구는 일은
부족해.
없을 것이오.
다음 공격은 더 잘할 수 있도록. 와, 성공했어. 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
완벽한 한발 위해 격발 안심이라 고통이 없어. 여행에는 목적이 있었지.
Now the thing is, if you end up in the point where every E module counts, you just go to settings and give up,
이 파도 속에서 움직일 수 있는
and that will actually refund the module you spent, which is nice.
맘. 개체가 약화되는 것 같습니다. 탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다.
와, 성공했어. 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
내가 눈에 새겨주지. 헛! 맘.
당신을 인도해주지 못해도 따뜻하게.
Actually, the one nice thing about Capote would be that it gives wrath damage up to everyone, so if you're about to let loose with a bunch of wrath skills, it could actually be worth it.
이 불 또한 예술의 방울경이지. 개체가 약화되는 것 같습니다. 탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다. 안심해라. 고통이 없어. 안심해라. 고통이 없어. 안심해라. 고통이 없어.
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
와, 성공했어. 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
If this unit is alive, no enemies are generated at turn end. Okay, that's a very important thing to keep in mind.
완벽한 한 방을 위해. 자, 이쪽입니다.
That's the thing about this, isn't it? It's very tricky to get what you want to happen.
이 파도 속에서 움직일 수 있는 오직 나다. 깨어져라.
Please stop flipping tails on Sunshower.
우산이 새지나 않나 모르겠어.
탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다. 개체가 약화되는 것 같습니다. 모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
조금만 더.
Ooh, that might have actually been a mistake. We might start seeing some indiscriminate shots. Or not. We got lucky.
와, 성공했어. 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
Oh, we haven't used Sunshower for the crit bonus yet. That was a mistake.
다른 작업이 필요한가요? 탈출 개체 확인.
격발. 안심해라.
And there's the crit.
쓸데없는 관심 필요 없다.
Uh-oh.
격발. 안심해라. 고통은 없어.
You have to be extremely careful with using Ego on the same turn you get the 7th magic bullet.
와, 성공했어. 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
완벽한 한 방을 위해.
흐드러졌구려. 다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
일발장전. 안심해라. 고통은 없어. 일발장전. 안심해라. 고통은 없어.
이 스며들 듯한 비.
Really getting stingy with those heads flips.
이 불 또한 예술의 방울경이지.
And the thing is, we already know that we've failed because there's a few that we missed.
자, 이쪽입니다.
와, 성공했어. 보여? 개체가 더 이상
So yeah, we're supposed to be at 67, but we missed 2, so that didn't end well. It wasn't as good a clear as I would have liked, but what are you gonna do? This is a bit of a luck-based mission. One of the harder things to do actually is kill 7 enemies in a single shot with a team captain. That one's extremely tricky. And yet, Utis is the best shot, but the thing is, 7 enemies, there's not that many enemies, there aren't even that many characters that can kill 7 enemies at once. Utis with Ebony Stem and Magic Bullet. Then you've got Sunshower from Yi Sang. And then Blind Obsession from Ishmael. So basically 1 ego per season. That's a shame. But you get the idea, right? You build momentum in the early rounds, and then you start spamming your 7-weight ego in the late rounds. Mix in your skill 1s with your skill 2s or 3s, or just replace the skill 1s.
설령 사랑하는 사람일지라도.
Makes me wonder what they're planning for next Walpurgis night. Will it be another Dawn? So yeah, 500 lunacy. Until next time. Actually, wait. One more thing. Characters, because there are actually support characters that matter here. Sync Don Quixote. If all ally is higher than the speed of all enemies, fastest ally deals more damage. So you can actually use Yi Sang's Crow's Eye View to speed everyone up to ensure that you're getting that move first. And in this group, Pride Resonance is very easy. Out of everyone here, I went with Rhino Mersault, because at the end of turn, the ally with the highest charge count gains max speed bonus. So that's the reason why Walpurgis kept going first all the time. I think it beats anything else he could have brought though. Tintang Honglu. One ally with the most SP deals 20% more damage with heads coins. Because of how this passive works, it'll always pick the first person in the list in terms of tie, so it's always going to the team captain. Which means always going to Utis with her magic bullets. Heathcliff. Highest speed deals 10% pierce damage. Because we have Ryoshu, that actually might have ended up screwing us over a tiny bit, but yeah. I mean, I reckon if we had started spamming Blind Obsession, then your own bonus speed actually would have given it the passive to you. So I probably should have thought of that. But yeah, The ally with the most HP deals 20% more damage with heads coins. I can't tell off the top of my head which ID that is, to be honest. I think it's forced. Yep, it's definitely forced. One ally with the most SP deals 10% damage to enemies with lower SP. The thing is about those Green Dawn robots, they all count as being at 0 SP, so you're guaranteed to get this passive going off on Utis as well, which is very nice. And finally, Twin Hook Gregor. With the ally with the most poise defeats an enemy, gain pierce damage up. So that's very likely going to go to Utis again because she's the one character, well, either she gets the most poise or we get random poise from Blind Obsession. But either way, it's giving damage up where we need it. So, yeah, until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around.